So, you found yourself going through a big box of jewelry with no idea of what signatures to look for or how much some of this jewelry sells for, and you get it separated down to like a bin like this, and you're looking for information of pieces that do sell. Well, you found the right place. Ryan here with Vintage Vagabond Vince. Welcome in, jewelry lovers and people that are just getting started off with jewelry. We're going to be going over the top 10 highest selling brooches, necklaces, bracelets, and earrings that have sold on eBay over the past 7 days. Now, we do put out this video every week, which the whole idea is to get acquainted with some of the items in all of those categories that sell for hundreds, if not thousands, just to make our lives a little bit easier for when we are going through those big jewelry boxes and we can spot them right off, whether we're looking at them in the auction or once we get them home and we're going through them and we can spot them right away knowing that they're big money. So be sure to sit back, hit that like and subscribe button, and let's go over some top selling jewelry. Alright, so we are going to be starting off with brooches today from least to highest, and again we're going over the top 10. So starting off first, and I do also, real quick, I did write down all of the actual sold. So if they did take an offer on something, I do have the actual sold prices. Starting up first, we have Eliza Schiaparelli. So Schiaparelli is definitely a high-end brand. This one, beautiful vintage tassel. You have that stunning faceted glass. She's a beaut. Now, as far as the signature goes, it was listed for $399. And there's that beautiful Schiaparelli signature. Probably more of a rare one or an older one based off of the ones that I've seen. So again, beautiful Schiaparelli. Again, this one would be either a dress clip or fur clip. This one, again, listed for $399. It did sell for $310. So $310 again. Schiaparelli does very well on all different styles. The brooches, bracelets, necklaces, sells really good. And again, that one's selling for $310. Up next, we have some Marcella Boucher, a beautiful large flower. You have the clear rhinestones, faceted, silver tone. This one does look like it is as is. A couple of missing rhinestones, which is always good because then there's always improvement for that price. Real quick though, I just want to see the signature. I like that screw back style. All right, so I don't see a signature right off the rip, but let's see if it's somewhere that I may not be. I have a feeling I know what the signature is on this piece, but I haven't seen it yet. I don't see it, but I have a feeling that this is probably an MB Marcel Boucher signature. So it has a Figurian cap, kind of looks like a bird on top. MB signature, I really don't see it. If it is, chances are, I mean, if they had a clear picture of that signature, the price probably would have went up higher. This one on bid, 20 bids, sold for $334. So Marcel Boucher making its way in. Again, another big seller, can sell for thousands. Up next, we have Shriner. Of course, Shriner, if you don't know, sells for big money, as we'll see throughout this video. Now, not all Shriner pieces are signed. Some of the ways that you can tell, as you can see, these beautiful rhinestones all the way throughout this bottom section are upside down. So instead of the point being down towards the pin, they're out. Faceted glass top, like look at that dome piece. Man, absolute gorgeous. Now this one is signed Shriner, New York. Let's see if there's no other pictures of the back. All right, so no other pictures of the back. A little bit of discoloration somewhere. As you can see, that is glass. You can see the air bubbles in it. Very different, interesting. This one was listed for $349.99. And that is what she sold for. That one might have went up a little bit higher, but they has $349. That's what it sold for. Up next, we have some Juliana D&E. Now, Juliana is unsigned. You will never find a Juliana signature. You can find brooches with like an original store tag. That does help out a lot. There are Juliana books, the Juliana website where you can pretty much look based off of the style of rhinestones that it has and the color, and this one being a figural, like an animal, it does make it a little bit easier. But I'm going to show you some of the ways that we can identify this Juliana without any of those options. Now this one, beautiful purple faceted glass. You got the beautiful beadwork dangle off of it. Now, simple enough, as you can see on, I'm pretty sure that this is a donkey. Pretty sure. You do have, let's see, unmarked gold tone. You do have the figure 8s. So all it is just 2 individual rhinestones, sometimes 3, 4, but there's going to be puddling in between. So instead of looking like up here, where you can see those individual rhinestone places, they're kind of soldered together to make a figure 8 design. And that's the easiest way to identify a Juliana. Open back, it should have a pin stop, which is the back of the closure. It's just a flat metal piece, so that way the pin can only go back so far and doesn't snap off. So that's pretty much the 2 main ways on this one. You can tell has some specialty stones with those beadworks, the cha-cha style. Really cool donkey. This one was listed and sold, listed for $399. It did sell for $350. Now, guys, I plan on going all over the place with jewelry with this channel for sure. Again, we do have Vagabond fishes. It's testing it a little bit. Vagabond fishes on YouTube. That's our family time fishing. I mean, that's one of the things that we do most outside of work. But if you want to hop on over, again, Vagabond fishes. A couple of subscribers on the account. If you hop on over there, what else was I saying though? So we're making that separate account. But as far as jewelry, I'm pretty much primarily sticking to jewelry. So if you have any ideas of things that I should go over or any idea that you would like me to do, comment down below. Let me know what I should do next, and we'll work it out. All right, so that one again, $350. Up next, we have another Juliana. Stunning heliotrope watermelon. Rhinestone up top is just that multicolor. Again, I'd go more heliotrope on that one. AB rhinestones. This one is a turtle. We actually just sold one of these in our last Whatnot. I'm sure you guys see the shorts all the time of our Whatnot previews. I plan on getting on track, putting those out when we have shows as much as I possibly can. But again, beautiful heliotrope rhinestone turtle by Juliana. Now, as you can see on the back, you got the figure 8s right at the tail, the wire work. Gorgeous design there. Very different. Now, I will say some insect and animal brooches from Juliana do not have that pin stop that I was talking about. So, it's very hard, but again, brooches like this for Juliana will be easier to find, whether it be in the book or on that website. Now, this one was listed for $399.95, and that is what she sold for. Worth every penny. I love it. All right, up next, we have Christian Dior. So Christian Dior, you have those beautiful olive green amber glass rhinestones throughout. Beautiful faceted. This one's 1962, Christian Dior. Again, Christian Dior is just going to be CHR Dior. That's going to be the signature you're looking for. Sometimes it has different borders. Depends. There's a couple of different signatures, but it should always say Christian Dior. This one was listed on bid, sold $415. Sheesh. Beautiful Christian Dior brooch there. Up next, we have another Shriner. So this one, you got the beautiful cabochons, those stunning greens, and then like an amberesque glass marquee or navette going around there as well. Silver tone. This floral brooch is just an absolute masterpiece. Signed Shriner, New York on the back. Does have its pendant piece. Again, it should be 2 pieces of wire pretty much into the pendant piece. That's what you're looking for when it comes to Shriner. This one was listed for $490. And that is what it sold for. Again, this is another questionable one. Maybe have sold for more. I'm not 100% sure. But $490, that's not bad for costume jewelry. Up next, of course, we have another Shriner here. This one, they use the fact that it's got UV glow, uranium glass. But check out the design of this one, though. That beautiful glass that almost looks like turquoise. You have the upside down rhinestones, the faux baroque pearls. I mean, there's just so much detail packed into one brooch. And then you got the beautiful glass cabochons all the way around the outside. I mean, this thing is amazing. Now, this is going to be one that looks like it is unsigned, but you have the hook and loop. That's what I call it. I forget the exact term. But as long as you see one section of the brooch held to the other one by a round and a wire piece going through, that's pretty much one of your biggest key indicators that that one's a Shriner. Again, this one unsigned, absolutely fabulous. Listed for $650, and that is what she sold for. So $650 is no joke. Again, costume jewelry, not sterling silver, not gold. I mean, amazing. All right, we have a Trifari. This one surprised me. Clear rhinestone with that beautiful cobalt blue center. Absolute stunner by Crown Trifari. There's that signature right there. Kind of like a rhodium plate. Absolute gorgeous. This one was listed on bid, 26 bids, $677.99. No joke. This is why, again, if you're getting into the reselling business or you just want to do reselling part-time and you got into jewelry, I feel like whether you do storage units, whether you go to estate sales, there's always that big old bulky jewelry section that like a lot of people just right on by. Of course, a lot of people stop and like, oh, where's the gold? You know, they try to look and, but for the most part, most areas, you're talking costume jewelry, which can be very profitable. You just got to know where to look. All right, what else do we got? All right, this is our top selling brooch of the week. This one is Vendome by Helen Marion. Beautiful. I wouldn't go necessarily beautiful. Very different. You got the fishies there with the cabochons, kind of grapeau. You got the red, green, gold tone, abstract design. Now, I did also start... has that original Vendome tag. Really cool. I did also start the informational jewelry maker videos. We went over Alice Cavaness. We went over Miriam Haskell. Of course, Vendome's going to be in there. I want to learn about, again, Helen Marion obviously made this piece for Vendome based off of the title. Do I know 100%? No, I don't, which is why I'm doing those videos, because I want to link the jewelry makers with the jewelry companies. This is pretty much what I want to do. But again, this one was listed for $1,174. It did sell for $750. There's that nice Vendome signature there. Absolute stunner. And again, sold for $750. Not bad. All right, we're officially into earrings. I switched it up a little bit. Typically, I do brooches, necklaces, bracelet, and earrings, but I kind of shimmied it around. So we have the iris rhinestones. Now, as far as the iris part that they're talking about is those center stones right there. That beautiful blue, pink. They could be multicolor, but they're two-tone, multicolor rhinestones. And again, those are called iris rhinestones. Beautiful prong set, stunning earrings by Shriner. Man, they're fabulous. Got the cupcaking on the back, which is just referring to the style of backing. They are signed. So signed Shriner. These were listed for $249. They did sell for $224. So $224 though, I mean, still definitely not bad. Again, y'all already know, for the people that constantly watch, for me, any earrings that sell over $100 is just money in the bank at that point. So again, Shriner for $224. We have Claire Dev vintage jewelry. It's not a whole lot of information. You got the iridescent and blue rhinestones, kind of some antiquing on there, but as far as I could see, they're unsigned. That might be a signature up on the top, but I'm not 100% sure. It doesn't look like it. So I'm not too familiar with that name, but still worth the knowledge. These on bid sold $227.50. 20 bids. Sheesh. Beautiful pair of clip-ons, by the way. Alrighty, up next we have Elsa Schiaparelli. So another Schiaparelli set in here. Well, this one's just the earrings. You have the AB Lava Art, or lava stone is what they call it, which is just referring to those beautiful blue pieces in there that have that iridescent. They kind of looks like chewed up bubblegum to me, but hey, I don't know. But again, lava stone. You also have that beautiful iridescent, like kind of like geometric. What am I trying to think of? Like, oh, they're found in caves. I'm drawing a blank here. But like really cool style cabochons as well. Some faux pearls, some rhinestones. And these are signed Schiaparelli on the back. These earrings listed on bid sold $229.99. So again, not bad whatsoever. Karl Lagerfeld, definitely one that I've learned and sells for big money. This, I mean, Karl Lagerfeld right on the front, Paris, France. Cool little address postage stamp style. Again, these are clip-ons. They should have the K. Behind that clip-on, there should be a KL. Both in cursive, KL for Karl Lagerfeld. These were listed for $295 by now. And that is how much they sold for. Again, when you have like Chanel or Karl Lagerfeld or Dior, anything that you can wear that people know, like that, saying Karl Lagerfeld right across the top or the front, they're going to sell for more money. Again, these selling for $295. Up next, we have some Yves Saint Laurent YSL Faux Baroque Pearl Abstract, very MCM. Again, they're saying that this is by Robert Goosens. Cannot wait to figure out exactly the information in regards to Robert Goosens. Very beautiful, I'm going to just say artwork when it comes to Robert Goosens jewelry, without a doubt. YSL signature on the back again. Yves Saint Laurent clip-ons. They were listed for $489. They did sell for $300. It's not bad. Patricia von Musselin. They are vintage lucite sterling silver. Now, these are sterling silver. Beautiful lucite drops. As you can see, von Musselin signature on the back, sterling 925. If you don't know, again, if you're really, really new at jewelry, 925 sterling silver. 750 is another one. That's going to be, I think that's 18 karat gold. Outside of the 10 karat, 12, 14, 18, 24, you know what I mean? There are also different number markings. I'm sure I've done a video on it somewhere. So if you're looking into jewelry maker, like jewelry marks in regards to stuff like that, be sure to search the video. You'll find it. These were listed and sold for $398. Actually, they were listed for $398. They sold for $318. Not bad. This is an Alfred Philippe Crown Trifari. It is a pendant with the earrings, but I could already tell you that this is Jewels of India. Probably has some issues throughout. So Jewels of India, Alfred Philippe, beautiful earrings and pendant. Again, you can tell with those melon pieces, which is just those melon-looking cabochons with the rhinestones. Pictures. Yep, we're just rocking on through. Definitely something. When you see melon-style anythings like this, whether it be beads or cabochons, you're talking some money regardless. And again, this is as is. They were listed on bid, sold for $323.76. So not bad whatsoever there. Up next, this one has the bracelet, but what are you going to do? I do my best to keep it just earrings alone, but so this one is Har, which is short for Hargo. It has the beautiful iridescent stone-looking stuff on there. AB rhinestones, has the beautiful bracelet. And again, they're saying that it's the Dragon set. HAR, again, Hargo, clip-ons and bracelet. $415 was the asking price. They did sell for $325. So still some big money there for sure. This one surprised me a little bit. KJL. So Kenneth J. Lane. A beautiful blue pink. Looks like they came right off a Barbie or something. I have no idea. Definitely an older set of earrings, all individually set. KJL signature on the back. They were listed on bid $438. Sheesh. I need to find me some of that KJL for sure. And then the top selling earrings, Chanel number 5. Again, it has the number 5 chain link gold tone earrings. I feel like I've seen so many celebrities wearing these. And they are marked Chanel on the back. I mean, of course. Oh, there's a couple of them right there. So Chanel number 5 clip-on earrings. They were listed on bid $1,110. Again, that's not gold. And I know it's Chanel, and Chanel does very well. But I think that there are people out there in this world that would see that and have no clue whatsoever that they would be worth $1,100. Prior to 4 years ago, if I were to see that out in the wild looking through at a yard sale or whatever, I wouldn't have known. I would have never guessed it. Again, I'm not a name brand person still to this day, but still, even at that point, I would have been like, Chanel, who that? I don't know. Or earrings, I don't know. Just crazy. Again, $1,100 for those Chanel clip-ons. Alrighty, we're officially into necklaces. Juliana D&E necklace earring set with heliotrope stones. Beautiful. That's the same style as that turtle that I was talking about. Heliotrope rhinestones, light blues, those beautiful navettes. This necklace is absolutely stunning. And guys, if you're still watching at this point and you like Juliana, upcoming this Tuesday, we have like 5 Julianas. We have brooches, we have necklaces, necklace and earrings. We have the mosaic style. We have book piece Juliana in our upcoming Tuesday Whatnot sale, which is actually going to be going on while you're watching this video. So, if you happen to be seeing it, maybe not going on, but it should be right around that same time. So again, Juliana necklace and earrings, based off of the style is the best way to explain it. There's not much of figure eights. The color of blues being used, there's lots of details that show that it's a proven Juliana, but there's a lot of missing details. Again, only because I've stared at the book and looked up Juliana pieces before do I know. And we have one almost identical to this. One bid, $499. Sheesh. It's almost $500. That's insane. Up next, we have Signer. Signer's a new name coming into this video. Signer is just signed Signer. Sometimes Shriner is signed with little rivet marks in the back. If you see like little circles all over the back, you want to look for it. So again, signed Signer. Also looks like there's another signature off to the side. I don't really know what it is though. Chunky gold tone. Gold tone sells, especially statement pieces like this. The necklace and earrings sold for $550. That is insane. But love to see it. All right, here is another Juliana Shades of Red engraved floral necklace. Vintage verified. Again, this one is right out of the book. You have some figure eight-ish on the back. But again, those mosaic tiles, floral cabochons. This one isn't mosaic. Floral cabochons. I'm getting everything all mixed up. Red AB rhinestones. That's how you'd tell that it's a Juliana. It was listed for $800. It did not sell for $800. It sold for $660. So $660 for that Juliana necklace. Definitely not bad money whatsoever. Alrighty, up next we have Alice Cavanes going over her jewelry and learning about her. This piece is just absolutely stunning. It is a demi-parure. It's a bib-style necklace with the earrings. Absolute stunning detail. Signed Alice Cavaness on the back of the clip-ons and also on the back of the necklace. Man, that is stunning. Just an amazing necklace there with the clip-ons. This one listed for $799. It did sell for $680. So $680 there. Still some big money. Up next, we have Grapoy Bracelets vintage 36-inch poured glass mogul necklace. I mean, I think that worked out for some keywords there for sure. You got the green, purple, faux pearl action. Again, Grapoid is just referring to the style of glass. Instead of it being molded, it is poured. So it is poured glass with the chain links attached. That is some intense work for sure. And yeah, somehow this necklace was listed and sold. $795 was the asking price. It did sell for $695. Marketed correct, you never really know how much you can make. Alrighty, up next we got Cherry Amber Bakelite. If you don't know about Bakelite, we definitely have a video on that. Again, if it's your first time here, first time learning about jewelry, and you're just looking around, Bakelite, you can test it two different ways. 409 cleaner or semi-chrome. Depending on what state you're in, you may not be able to get semi-chrome. But all you would do is just rub it on. It should turn a yellow smokish on like a Q-tip. Best way to check. It should have like a formaldehyde smell to it as well. A couple different ways to test. Beautiful Cherry Amber Bakelite. 26-inch. Listed on bid, 42 bids, $778. If you don't know, Bakelite, especially like this, is very sought after and sells for big money. Again, $778. Sheesh. Beautiful. Alrighty, up next. Bracelets. We went over brooches. This is a necklace. Never mind. Literally looked like a bracelet at first. We have Araj Mayoni runway necklace, 1990s. You got the smoky quartz, faux pearls. Actually, they're not faux pearls. They're freshwater pearls. All different styles of stones. Araj Mayoni, definitely a big seller. Stunning money when it comes to that. There's the Araj Mayoni signature. Just like that. Easy peasy. No hard work there. Beautiful stones throughout as well. I mean, that necklace is absolutely gorgeous. Statement through and through. Hand knotted in between. This one was listed for $1,295. It did sell for $1,000. It's grand. That could be a big old little paycheck right there. That is for sure. $1,000 for the Araj Mayoni. Up next, we have Kenneth J. Lang, KJL, making its way this high into the top selling necklaces is insane to me. But look at those beautiful, they almost look celestial to me. Cabochons, you have all different styles. Bib style, runway for sure. KJL signature right there. This one listed $1,400. It sold for $1,100. $1,100, guys. For a KJL, to me, that's mind-blowing. So $1,100 for the KJL. Up next, we have Vega Maddox. I'm not 100% sure. I do know. Never mind. Vega Maddox style necklace. I'd imagine, maybe. But yeah, there it is. Has like a hook closure. Beautiful, beautiful enameling and set stones throughout. I mean, she is gorgeous. There it is. Enamel, jade, and stone. Kind of almost looks like some amber in there as well. Beautiful, beautiful necklace there. $2,500 listing price. It sold for $1,250. So a lot less than asking, but man, oh man, did she sell. So again, $1,200, almost $1,300 there. Top selling necklace is going to be this Chanel emerald green cut glass faux pearl Sator necklace. I don't really know. Jewelry terms I'm slowly learning over the years, but for the most part, you got the bezels set green rhinestones, large faux pearls, long necklace, 40-inch. It does have the Chanel hang tag right there. And this one was listed for $1,400. It did sell for $1,399. Alrighty, and last but not least, we have bracelets to go over. So this one's selling. It is an Avon President's Club charm bracelet. Now these are all gold filled. I will just say there's one charm on this that you want to make sure that it's not gold. Again, gold filled does well, but gold does better. So again, it is an Avon's President Club 5-charm bracelet, sold $260. Again, these are all gold-filled charms. The one that I'm going to tell you to keep an eye out for, sometimes it could be marked 10 karat, is this one right here, which can and will sell for that $260. So just keep that in mind. The rest are all gold-filled. Avon bracelet, though, selling for $260. Up next, we have carved Bakelite. Again, Bakelite making its way in. Has those really cool, I think they're pansies, real pansies on the inside, carved. It is a beautiful, it's a stretch bracelet, don't get me wrong, but it was listed for $325. It sold for $275. Just saying, that thing is absolutely gorgeous. Again, Bakelite making its way in. Up next, we do have some Pandora. It's sterling silver, but just figured I'd throw it in there. Pandora, especially charms that are not being made anymore, can really sell for a lot of money. So Pandora, Disney-themed sterling silver bracelet. Yeah, believe in magic. So really cool Disney Pandora bracelet. It's listed for $415. It did sell for $350. So again, just keep that in mind. It is sterling. I did throw it in here. Bracelets, it always takes me the longest to find because watches are in with it. So it's a lot of going through pages and pages to find solds. Alrighty, up next we have Juliana D&E Easter egg. If you don't know what an Easter egg cabochon is, it is right there. Beautiful. Just think of a decorated Easter egg. They made it into a cabochon. It is one of the most iconic cabochons that Juliana makes. And again, so Easter egg bracelet, and it does have the earrings, but I threw it in there. I mean, I could definitely imagine somebody wearing this set for Christmas. Now we're going to go over some of the different key indicators. This one was listed for $425. It did sell for $350. You got the figure eights on the back of the earrings. The chain link should have those V-like markings, and it should be 5 different panels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 different panels on the bracelet. And then the closure should cup like this. So it should cup around, and then the fold-over closure goes around it. That's all you're looking for Juliana. Plus the specialty cabochons. This is for sure. And again, listed for $425. It did sell for $350. We have up next Baltic Amber. Baltic Amber could sell all over the place, sometimes for way more than this. It is a stretch bracelet. Beautiful amber. Love to see it. This one was listed for $350. And that's what she sold for. So maybe even if they asked more, it might have sold for more. I've seen Baltic Amber necklaces sell for over $1,000. So big money there, $350. We have up next Chinese export, which if you guys know is one of my favorites. The filigree design, the artwork that goes into these pieces. Again, you got the filigree leafy, the jade top cabochon, and then a filigree backing. It should be marked silver, not sterling. Should be marked silver. These pieces are just very intricate, very detailed. This one was listed for $400. It did sell for $365. My God, she is beautiful. I don't know what it is. I'm drawn to it. Alrighty, we're almost there, guys. We have red, orange, yellow injected bubble spacer bangle bracelet. Guys, this one The reason why it's sold is because it's Bakelite. It should be. Injection dyed Bakelite sells for big money. And all it means is it's one piece of plastic. When the injector puts in a different color, it gives it that really cool circle style. And again, injected circle Bakelite bangle. And this one's selling for $399.99. That seems still fair. So, missed the Bakelite out in there, but it's still sold for very well. Up next, we have some Chanel. This one, I mean, I threw it in there. I don't really know. It's Marc Chanel right there. A hook closure like that, though, I just feel maybe. I seen the little beads on the top, and I was like, I don't know, 50-50. We're going to throw it in there. Again, bracelets always drive me nuts because I go through a lot of pages. The Chanel was listed for $749, and that's what she sold for. All right, top two, we have a lot of 11. Guys, if you don't know, gold-filled. Again, for you take it into a pawn shop or something, they're going to give you like $2 per gram, which is not bad money, but I'm telling you, you could flip it for a lot more. These beautiful vintage, Victorian, mid-century, gold-filled bangles, there are 11 in this lot. Sold 11 bids, $765. Big money there for sure. Alrighty, and the top selling, a little bit of native. I had to throw it in there. How can you pass something like that and not look at it? You have the beautiful onyx, turquoise. Maybe that little triangle in the center. So yeah, we're going to go onyx, turquoise, and I think it's jasper. I'm not the best with my stones, but she is absolutely gorgeous. Signed on the back. Definitely a native bracelet. Oh, the side details. Oh, she's so beautiful. I'm sure that can be tracked down. I don't know my native jewelry marks. Not yet, at least. I will someday. But man, she is clean. So beautiful. Listed for $1,775. It did sell. They originally had it for $4,500 almost. But they ended up taking $1,300. Alrighty, guys, that's officially it. Again, be sure to keep an eye out. If you could hop on over again to the Vagabond Fishes. Vagabond Fishes YouTube, again, that's for fishing only. I know jewelry, and then you're like fishing, but we had one of our biggest bolo videos be fishing videos, or fishing lures. So if you're interested, hop on over there. I greatly appreciate it. I'll try to put out as much content over there as well, but I don't really fish that often. We just had a baby. Other than that, keep an eye out for jewelry makers. Again, the detail about jewelry companies, again, going over to the jewelry companies, the people, how they got started. I plan on doing like Trifari, Monet, the big names like Chanel, the high end with the low end. I want to know all the information that I can get and put it out to you as well. Alrighty, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you find some amazing jewelry out there. Catch you in the next one. Peace.